I don't know if it's this Rasta hat or what, but my mind is just like uncovering so many things. The topic of this video will be the power of self-will that Scorpio yields, but I'm gonna start by going off topic because I have a thought of like this flame, right? This blue part is like Pluto, and the top part is like Mars. So this represents Scorpio. Scorpio is this kind of fire sign. Like, if we were to consider it a fire sign, we know it's a water sign, but that blue part is the coolest part of the flame, and the top part, the red one, the orange, whatever, is the hottest part of the flame, which would be Mars. And when we heat things, we have to heat them from below because the flame extends towards the sky. So like that's kind of what happens with Scorpio's desire. It comes from a place that's cold, away from others, isolated. It's really like a root level, and maybe you could say it's like a cold root. I know the earth is supposed to be like warm, but let's think of an ocean. The further down you go, it gets colder, and the closer up it gets to the sun and sunlight, it gets warmer. And we see that in the ocean or whatever too. And so that deep part being Pluto, which is a very far out planet, it's isolated from the other planets. It is one of the extremities of Scorpio. It's like, let me be isolated and cold over here in what I'm feeling, and when I get a desire, something to ignite me, I'm bringing it to the forefront. Like Mars, I'm bringing that action so everybody can see it to the front. But yeah, that was just a little rambling thought I had in my head. I might return to it. But to get to the power of self-will in Scorpio, I was talking with a Scorpio friend of mine, and I was explaining to them that Pluto and Mars loves control, period, and it represents power, and Scorpio has that, I feel like, because when Scorpio is in their youth, they're put in a situation, or just growing up, they're put in a situation where they feel they have lost all of their power, and because of this, they get caught in a cycle, like you're on a merry-go-round, on a windmill or a fan, and you're just like holding on, and you keep getting caught in this motion, in this repetitive cycle, and like if you let go from it, then it's gonna fling you out, and you might land somewhere like that you're afraid it might hurt you, because it keeps going like a hamster wheel. So like what happens when Scorpio takes a leap of faith and hops off of that wheel, that cycle, that's when they gain their power and they find their grounding on solid ground. And maybe that makes Scorpios more selective with who they involve themselves with once they overcome these cycles and challenges, because they know what it feels like to be stuck in that vortex. But even after they come out the vortex, if they were to return to it, they've gained power over it because they know that they can jump off whenever they want. So Scorpio can meet you and give you a lot of attention, desire, like passion and all that stuff, and you'll be like, whoa, this person's really cool, they really admire me, and then they might go cold like Pluto and like disappear, and like that it could be one of the tests that there's subconsciously giving you. It's not like, oh, I gotta test this person, but it's just gonna happen naturally. But it could be one of the tests, or it can just be that they saw that it was no reason to continue developing a relationship with you because you might not be where they are, where they're going, and they might not want to waste your time or theirs. It might not be anything like against you. It's all about them. If someone ever ghost you or go away from you, it's because of them, not because of you. It's just because they need to go in a different direction, or there's some reasoning behind it. So when that happens to Scorpio, when they understand what patterns look like and that they have power over them, it develops a tremendous sense of self-will, control, and power over their environment. And I think this is a beautiful thing, because there are some people who don't learn till it's too late to gain power over their desires, and know when to indulge and when not to indulge, and it can destroy someone if they don't learn. And I'm not saying that all Scorpions do learn this thing, but a majority of them probably do. And I learned that growing up, what it felt like to be helpless, or stuck in cycles of things I didn't want to be in. And because we're a fixed water sign, water represents memories, and it means we can fixate on memories, and we can, and water represents emotion as well, so we can feel what it felt like to be stuck in a cycle that was bad for us. So whenever we think about like getting lost to that thing again, we probably won't, because we don't want to feel that way anymore. And then sometimes we can be like, okay, well, I want to feel that way just to feel it, and we can do it, but then we know how to come back out. But at one point, it's very hard to come out of that thing. And that's what I think is the beauty of Scorpio, of that time of the year. It's like a transitioning period too, from the year being hot to it becoming very cold. So it's a beautiful time to reflect on one's inner world, and just, it's a beautiful sign that is very reflective. And it's in the 8th house at least, which is representative of Scorpio. The 8th house is in all of your charts. Scorpio is somewhere in everyone's chart. It's just that the sun sign Scorpio will strongly identify with these natures. And that's all I got. Bye-bye.